Morning we had a very interesting session, the inaugural session. We had a very interesting session where we could hear from two of the eminent speakers regarding how entrepreneurship can play a role in financial inclusion, and also how postal department can play a role in financial inclusion. Now, in the first session, we are going to talk about, or we are going to discuss about the innovative ways of achieving financial inclusion. When you talk about financial inclusion, it is providing the financial services to the poor and weaker sections in an affordable manner. And unfortunately, in our country, a large sections of the people are still outside the banking fold and do not enjoy the financial services and products. The data keep varying, but it's almost around 40-45% only people are having access to banking services. So it's a huge task for us to see that it is necessary to provide banking services or the financial services to all the adult population in our country. In the morning we heard that it started all this financial inclusion the mission, I would say, it started somewhere in 2005 when Reserve Bank of India in its monetary policy announced that there is a need to have a emphasis on the financial inclusion aspects, which was followed up by the Union Finance Minister in its budget speech. Subsequently, in 2011, we all know that Government of India came out with a program called Swabhiman, under which all those villages which are having population above 5,000 2,000 were to be covered with a banking outlet. And there were around 73,000 such villages at the time, out of around 6 lakh, 6.5 lakh villages in our country. And we could see that it was successfully done, but then slowly the target was further expanded to have more financial outlets in villages which are less than 2,000. So that is what which is going on right now. And Reserve Bank of India had been playing a very important role, giving policy guidelines for ensuring the financial inclusion process. Banks were asked to prepare the financial inclusion plans, monitor the financial inclusion plan, and ensure that the financial inclusion becomes a reality. But still, if you see, still a large portion of the people are still outside the banking process, I would say. Although it is reported by Reserve Bank of India that as on March 31st, 2013, around 182 million basic saving accounts were opened since the starting of the financial inclusion process. Still, it's a very long way to go to ensure that all are brought under the financial inclusion.